Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and today we're going to be unboxing V-Commandos. This is from Triton Noir, and I'm really interested and intrigued by this one. This has actually been out for a bit already, and most solo gamers are aware of this one, but I wanted to show you guys this one up close and personal, and also show you guys the components that come inside of it in case it's something you're interested in. So here is the back of the box. You've got some illustrations as well as some of the components. You can actually see them now, but we will be looking at them closer up in a few moments. The back of the box states, "Victory depends on you. Be the stealthiest heroes of World War II. Move like shadows behind enemy lines and undermine the adversary's plans by accomplishing history-changing operations. Make good use of your commando's patented weapons." V-Commandos is an innovative and easy-to-learn cooperative game. Captivating and audacious, it will keep you in constant suspense and challenge your tactical skills. The content of the game is labeled out right here. It might be a bit small to see, but it says 30 double-sided tiles, 5 commando cards, 26 terrain cards, 18 operation cards, 37 event cards, 68 character tokens, 124 equipment tokens, a rule book, a training manual, and 12 dice, most of which is shown right here on the back of the box. So once the top of the box has been removed, you'll be greeted with the rule book, but not just one rule book, you'll have a second one as well. Find the one that correlates to the language you'd wish to read, and you're going to go ahead and open it up and find all that you need to learn how to play V-Commandos. Now on the very back of the rule book, you'll see a game turn, commando actions, enemy phase, and stealth. This will be really good as a reference, so always handy to have this information on the back of the rulebook. So good call on their part for doing so, because you can fully see that this game turn is broken into event phase, commando phase, enemy phase, and end of turn. You got your actions all labeled out here as to what you can do, how the enemy phase works, and stealth. So that's perfect. And if you want to dive into the rule book and take a look at how many pages this thing is, you're looking at about 23 pages total, including the credits page. Now if we skip all the way to the beginning of the rule book, this is what it looks like from the beginning. You got the intro on the far left as per normal, game overview over here with common terms used, all your game components down the center here so you can double check that everything came in the box as you expected. Next up, you have, I think I might have skipped a page here. No, I didn't. These are actually really thick pages. They actually feel like I have skipped a page between them. So quality-wise, the rulebook is really nice. Stealth and alarms on this page, and this is the general look and feel of the rulebook. I won't go through every single page, but I'll give you a rough idea of how these pages look and feel in terms of the illustrations. So there are a couple pages in here that start getting into the details of the actual map itself and what's going on there. Plus there's illustrations throughout and iconography that will only make sense once you read this book. So it's not a massive book, but it's a high quality print, and I really do like the effort they put into that. Next up, it looks like we found some training manuals, so 2 of them again per language. So we'll go here with the English version for training. Now I have no idea what this is, but this might be like a first introductory mission, and that's exactly what it is. So basically when you first start out, you've got a training mission to go on here, and it's going to lay out your objectives, your setup, your additional mission, your tactical advice. And then you're going to move into training mission number 2 when you succeed with that. My guess is this is going to get you ready for the 3rd mission, and then ready to get into like a campaign play where things, or not campaign, but maybe into the main scenarios of the game where things start getting really aggressive. So it's going to teach you all the mechanisms in this training module, which I think is a smart choice on their end to do that. Now we're getting into the components. So we've got decks of cards everywhere here. So we got this deck of cards, which is fairly thick. Another one, 2 regular standard cards in terms of decks of cards. We got some tokens underneath. So what I might do is go through those tokens first. We do have 1 extra baggie here, 1 extra baggie here, which we'll probably be putting tokens in. Some custom dice we'll take a close look at in a second. But for right now, let's take a look at these sheets that came in the box. So the very first one is kind of a top-down, cartoonish, artistic drawing, basically, of soldiers. So, again, the style of this one's really interesting. Like, I liked it even just from the box cover alone. But again, you've got tokens here for different soldiers, and it looks like there's some, what looks to be squares, white squares of different values, potentially. One side's got 1, the other side's got 2. So after that one's out of the way, we've got another set of tokens that look like they relate back to the different countries involved. So that's kind of cool. And again, those symbols here for the 3 squares are now showing up in different variations. We got icons that show sledgehammers and other things that I'm not too familiar with just yet, but again, probably all have to do with the different scenarios you'll be playing. Backside seems to be the pretty much exact same as the front, but I'm actually incorrect. If you look at this guy right here, he's got 1 square on him. If I flip him over, he's got 2 over here. So just goes to show that there's double-sided for some reason. We've also got another set of tokens here, and I just punched that one out pretty easily. Some of these have kind of like a null on them basically, and that's awesome. Keep these tokens to customize your game. So customizable tokens, I guess. Maybe this whole sheet is for customizable play, or maybe it's just these white ones. I'm not 100% sure on that. And they're basically telling you, please don't throw these tokens away, because even though they're just blank space, they're not blank space. So you've got some other soldiers on this one. Very cool. Now we've got, oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I like that. That's so you got kind of like an M60, I guess, kind of set up there. You got some guns that are actually in token form. So the MP40, you got the STG-44, got some med packs over here, trucks. You got some gray ones, which I'm not sure if these are just representative of like concrete or cement barriers of some type. Tokens here of a hat, which could be for objectives. Not too sure yet. Moving along, we have actual tiles of the locations that we'll be at in this particular adventure. So again, numbers here could have to do with how many players you're using. I could be wrong on that, because probably am, so I shouldn't say that. That probably has something totally different, but look at that, double-sided. So there's stuff on this side as well. You got a Jeep there, barricade, not really barricade, but a gate basically. That's pretty awesome. And then inside, as we just saw, we've got, I'm not sure 100% what this is. It just looks like a table, maybe? I don't know if I'm seeing that correctly. And then you've got, the artwork, though, is good overall. I'm not 100% certain what that is, though, for some strange reason. And then we're going to move on to the next token here, our token page worth. We got a compass, because you always need a compass involved in these games. You got yourself bathrooms, kitchens, looks like an outdoor area, maybe your living room or a study on this side, and then I'm guessing these are outdoors. Yep, so you got yourself kind of like a watchtower, you got some kind of areas that have been a little beat up. I'm also noticing there's some watermarked or very, very, very faint circles here, which I'm guessing are representing how many different units can potentially be on a board. So maybe that's what it means, is like how many units can actually be here. But it says 3+ here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 spots for people on that one. So not too sure if that's true. Moving along, we're going to another punch board. I thought I was done with the tokens, but there's tons more, and these ones look like they have to do with conditions and effects. So again, I won't speak to all of them, but I will show you them here. We'll flip them over to see the backs. There's actually some differences there, and one of them looks like it actually is kind of a door leading downstairs into a lower area. You've got wound tokens obviously going along here, and what looks to be noise, I think, with those ones at the top, with the sound icon, the exclamation mark. And then we got more tokens for locations, or I should say more tiles, and these things are going to start falling out like crazy. So cobblestone areas here, you know, inside of a building, a bunch of different places. Flip this over and you've got trees and like all kinds of stuff here. So this is where we're going to get all kinds of options for outdoor environments and inside environments. These things are literally popping out the second I touch them. So here's another sheet of them, and if I flip them over, they're just falling out super easy, which I do like, because it certainly makes it easy to punch things out if they're just already on the way out the door already. I like that. Flipping it over, we've got ourselves an armored vehicle there, and some more locations. Oh, there's a lot more punch boards than I actually thought there was in this. This is the last one though, and here it is. And then if I flip this over to the opposite side, there you go. So we got a whole bunch there, quite a bunch. And that's actually going to do it for the tiles, but we still have these card packs that we need to go through and take a closer look at, as well as the dice. So here's a close-up of the dice in the game. Again, very high quality dice, custom made, and they look fantastic. I can't see anything about them that looks low quality. They're very nice, very shiny, rounded edges, which I love rounded edge dice. I'm really not a fan of full square dice at all for some strange reason. And then again, the actual ingrained numerical values as well as the icons look perfect. I didn't see any kind of spotting or issues with any of them in terms of the color. So very happy with those. Quality-wise, fantastic. All right, so here are the cards, at least the standard ones for V-Commandos. This is what the back looks like for pretty much all of them here. So we'll go through these one at a time, and I won't focus on them for too long because I don't know the mechanics of the game just yet, but we got 6 cents here. We got alarms. I'm guessing alarms are bad. Snipers, all is quiet. So many different situations to pop up here. So I'm going to kind of move through these so you guys can actually read them as I go through. If you want to see a particular card as it goes by, just pause the screen. It'll make it a lot easier for you to see it. But I'm going to kind of move through these at a decent enough rate that we can get through them relatively quickly, but also showing you what this game kind of has to offer on the cards, which I do really like the artwork on this. Very old school looking, black and white kind of drawings and things like that, so it's very cool. And that is that pack of standard cards. So I originally thought that this was actually another deck of cards, but it's just the other language. So we don't actually have to go through these. These are the exact same cards as the ones we just did in a different language. So the same thing would apply with these two packs. One is going to be in English and the other one is not going to be in English. So basically, I'm going to go ahead now and open up the English version and we'll rip through it. All right, now these are very, very interesting. There's a lot going on in these cards because they're double-sided, of course, but we'll start on the one side and kind of rip through them one by one. I'm going to hopefully be able to show you the majority of them, but there's quite a few here, and I won't be able to specify, like these ones look to be the encounters or the particular missions you can go on, and then you have like actual like top secret operation cards, and here's a fuel depot, for instance, the shipyard, the battleship, all these different areas where you're fighting in, I'm guessing, or potentially trying to sneak in and do things. You got secret missions in between all this stuff, the forest. This is really cool. I really want to flip these over in a second and show you what's on the backs of them as well. Lots of them in here though, like tons and tons and tons of them. Weapons depot, docks. The artwork's really, really good. Like I do like it. It does pop really nicely. And I hope I haven't gone around. No, I don't think I've gone around fully just yet, but there's a lot of cards in here. City. More top secret operations, roadblock. We're getting to these cards that are completely different in the middle. This might be, yeah, there's kind of specific to the actual characters maybe that you're being in the game. So you got like the medic here. Then it goes back the other way. It's kind of going to bounce back and forth between different horizontal and vertical views here. So we got the sniper. Pretty cool. Another operation there to go on. Time pencil in France. You've got the sapper. Interesting indeed. Okay. Poland. The officer. Oh, there's so many of them here. I'm going to lose them out the sides. Shooting star. Black tea. This looks familiar. I might have gone through these ones already. Nope. There's a scout. I haven't seen him yet. Snowflake. Are these all operations? Because that's just an insane amount. There's so many. There we go. We've gone all the way around. That was a lot. I'm really surprised by how many there are in there. So that is the entire deck of cards. That was really quite impressive, actually. Now, I don't know if I flipped these over yet. No, I didn't. I didn't show you guys the other side, so let's do that. Quickly, I'll show you guys the other side. So the other side of these cards that we were looking at, the operation ones specifically, have like details for, what's going on, basically. So I guess the tower, how to set it up, forest road, so all kinds of information-based stuff. And you've got, so certain ones unlock other operations. Maybe when you go on a particular operation, it unlocks a different operation. Interesting. And then scouts, so these cards seem to, I don't know if they upgrade or change based on their usage. They look the same to me, but there might be a difference that I'm not seeing. So it doesn't look like the character cards change all that much, but this is an interesting situation on the back because I'm seeing the lock mechanism here, and I'm going like once you go through this operation, you unlock that particular oh, what the heck? Those are beautiful. Look at the, oh, okay, hold on a second here. We gotta go to this point and take a look at these closer up, because these are really nice. Wow, those are nice. The artwork on these are nice enough by themselves just to take a quick glance through. That's fantastic. I thought for a second those were the backs of the cards and they were the same for all of them, but nope, these are all unique art across all the back of these. That's a really nice touch. Definitely adds to the immersion factor for sure. Pretty awesome. Wow, those are cool. Those are really, really awesome. I think I'm coming near the end again here pretty soon. Getting there. These are still all new. There we go. That's the beginning. Wow, that was really cool. I'm really glad I flipped those over and showed you guys those, because the artwork on those were really nice. But yeah, there's only one pack of these large, because the other ones, as I mentioned earlier, is for the other language. So this is essentially the components that come in it, along with all the tiles and everything else. But guys, that's going to do it. That sums up the unboxing for V-Commandos. And I'm really excited about this one. This one looks interesting to me. And that is going to wrap up the unboxing. So I really hope that this unboxing gives you the information you need to be informed as to whether or not you want to pick up V-Commandos to play solo. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep on rolling solo.